Hi everyone, it's Stacy with Pluck Coaching. I'm jumping on today to talk to you about what to do if you find yourself in a career search. First and foremost, make sure that you're taking care of the logistics, right? Whether the career change is something you're planning for or something that's come to you suddenly, maybe your business has closed down or you've been let go, whatever that looks like, make sure that the first thing you are doing is taking care of yourself financially and health wise. Are things covered? Can you buy food? Did you apply for your unemployment? Is how long is your health care going to run? What are your backup plans for those things? And by the way, even if you think you're in a field that's safe and that could never happen to you, make sure you know what you're going to do in those sorts of situations. In this part, I want to tell you to dream. I want you to dream big. I want you to dream like you won the lottery, that money is no longer an object. You are now trying to figure out what you would do with your days if it wasn't a paycheck that you were after. What are you going to do all day, every day? And what do you thoroughly enjoy enough that you'd want to get up, get ready, get out of the house, and go do on a regular basis? Figure out what that dream looks like. We've all got it, we've all thought about it. But make sure you analyze it. Why are those things in your dream? The second thing that I want you to focus on is your network. And I know it's said over and over and over again, and it's because it's true. I don't care how small you think your network is, you have a network. You know people, people know you. And it might not be terribly deep relationships, or it might be, you're living in the same town you've lived your whole life and you've known these people your whole life. Regardless of what it looks like, get reconnected with them. Visit with the people around you. Is it your coworkers? Is it your current clients? Is it an old family friend or a sister, a sibling, a spouse, whatever it is? Start talking to them. And yeah, it's going to feel weird and it's going to feel awkward, but you have to start the conversation. And by practicing with the people who are closest to you, who care the most about you are in a safe place to test messages, to test questions, to test how you feel about things and what you're putting out there. Start close to you so that as you get out there more and more, and I encourage you to do this if you're looking to make a career shift, when you start meeting with complete strangers, you already know what questions you have. You're already solid in what direction you want to go. You've answered your own concerns and you're moving forward with a confidence that is hard for anyone else to ignore and will serve you unbelievably well in a job search. Number three, the third thing that I want you out there doing is getting that new branding. So, talking about yourself, you are a brand, your elevator pitch, your resume, your headshot, your LinkedIn, whatever social media you're using. We are all our own brands now. We are all our own brand now, and it is intensely obvious when you're searching for a job just how true that is. So, really focusing, and whether you can invest the money or you have a friend with a good iPhone, make sure that you get an accurate, current headshot. Make sure you've got some photos and make sure it represents who you are and what you're trying to achieve in your career change. If you are looking to get into something really formal, an executive level position, you're going to want a headshot in a more formal setting with a suit on. If you're looking to leave that world and get into more of a creative world, you want something much, much more relaxed. And so figuring out what your goals are going to be super helpful as you rebrand yourself. Making sure that you've updated your resume. This is obviously a no-brainer again, and yet so many people dust off the old one, add the most recent job, and then hit send. No, I'm not talking about that. If you want a career shift, if you want a career change, start over. Maybe keep that resume near so you have the dates and whatnot, but start over. Start a whole different design, pick a whole different template, use a different format, try something different that is new, because what you don't want to be doing is out job hunting with the same resume you used 5 years ago, 2 years ago, whenever that last time was. You are a new person, you've changed, you've grown, and your resume and your brand should as well. So figuring out what that looks like, get some new photography, get that where it needs to be, get your resume in a good place, and get ready to share it and share it proudly. Finally, go. Start making those moves, start asking those questions. It's going to be awkward. You're not going to have a perfect plan. There's no such thing as a perfect pitch. You can't practice enough to get it exactly right. You need to be confident because that confidence is going to carry you so much further than anyone who's trying to be perfect. Being confident in who you are, where you're from, your background, your credentials, and how they relate and what you can offer. The reality is, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And let me tell you, you don't want to be. If an organization can't see your skills or does not match the culture that you're trying to achieve, it's not the organization for you. And in a job market like we have right now, there is no excuse for taking a job that you know is not a good match. So make sure that you are out there, that you are taking control of things, and you are moving one step at a time forward. So, with that, there are 4 things I want you to keep in mind if you ever find yourself in a career change. First and foremost, dream and dream big. Dream big and analyze and ask yourself all the questions as to why the dream looks the way it does. Second, make sure to network. Network. Talk to the people you know, talk to the people you trust, and then reach out from there and start meeting new people. You cannot know who and what is out there unless you're willing to give it a try. 3, make sure that your brand, that you are up to par. Get it updated. And I'm not talking about a quick lipstick fix. I'm talking about all new photos, headshots, resume. Get it updated, get it current, and move forward. And finally, number 4 is go. Take those steps. Make the call, send the email. Thank you for joining me. This is Stacy with Pluck Coaching. Make sure that if I can be of further assistance as you consider a big career change, that you reach out and you book that breakthrough session on my website, www.pluckcoaching.com.